Hello, 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 and welcome to Rainbows Rising, where we ascend together. I'm your host, Rainbow Raaja, and today I want to wish all of you a happy Valentine's Day, but not the Valentine's Day that we have come to know and many of us loathe, but the Valentine's Day of honoring yourself. Honoring and loving and respecting yourself. Whether you have a partner or whether you're flying solo this year for this holiday, I want everyone that is ascending, everyone that is taking care of themselves, everyone that believes themselves to be a conscious, spiritual individual. I want you to find a way to woo yourself this year. I want you to find a way to give yourself the love that you so desperately deserve. Not that you need, not that you want, but that you deserve. Now, I know that there is a lot of people out there who just can't find worth in themselves. Maybe they find it really hard to accept themselves fully for who they are. Maybe they're self-conscious. Maybe you grew up with parents who you just never were enough for them. But I want you to know that you are enough. You're more than enough. And this is your life. Nobody that you can ever cross paths with deserves your love, your attention, and the beauty of your affection and admiration and your gifts of love language, right? Besides you. You are a sacred, beautiful person, spiritual being, alive with life, and you deserve it. So, for those of you who may have some issues with doing even the littlest thing for yourself, I just want to go ahead and just kind of throw some questions out there, some introspection, reflection for you. Why aren't you enough? Like, why is that guy over there or that girl over there more worthy of your love than you? Are you living their life? Were you made specifically for that person? If they were to perish, would your life have absolutely no worth? And if so, why? Why do you feel that way? At what point in your life did that become your truth? At what point in your life did you believe that? And I know that it's a little harsh, but introspection and those hard looks at yourself, as harsh as they may feel at times, can really, truly be the most enlightening moments of your life, should you dive deep enough into that discomfort. Dive deep into that pain, into that hurt, into that place of grimy discomfort, into that memory. You don't have to wallow in it. Just understand. Understand that whatever happened to you, whatever happened to you, is not of you. It does not define who you are, and it does not define your sense of worth unless you allow it to. Your belief in yourself, your confidence in yourself is not reliant on other people's perspective of your worth. And I know that especially for anyone who has experienced trauma or abuse, neglect, abandonment, that facing those darker fears, those darker shadows, and recognizing that really, truly, you are this incredible person with some wounds. You got some boo-boos. You know, it's okay. It's okay. Everybody falls down, gets a scrape or a broken arm. It's time to dust yourself off. You know, go on and bike over to the store or hop in your car, ride down to that store, grab yourself one of those big old boxes of chocolates if you don't like chocolates. Draw yourself a nice hot bath. You don't have a bath? Oh, that's fine. Go ahead and take yourself out on a date. You don't have money? Write yourself a love poem. I did. I wrote myself a love poem this year. I wrote one last year too. And this is what it says. It is called I'm My Valentine. They say love is crazy, lovely and blind. True love you must search for in order to find. I discovered love seems to seek you out. Once you look within, you shed all doubt. Love is learning to say no when your shame says yes, respecting your body and mind to get rest. Love is taking a long, hard look in the mirror, forgiving yourself for acting out of fear. Love is knowing how many years you have run, climbing, competing, until you had won. Love is facing down demons no one else can see, silently fighting until you broke free. Love is embracing your flaws, your haters knew best, the ones that are now strengths only you possess. Love is accepting that even when feeling alone, you are filled with power, reigning from your throne. No one can derail you, manipulate, or lie when your love gives you the strength to say goodbye. I am filled with gratitude and a deep sense of pride for the unlikely true love I found inside. No greater gift given this Valentine's Day than this poem to myself and a hand-picked bouquet. And even with that love poem, I know that there's people out there that might still really struggle to accept themselves. I want you to take a moment and really evaluate all of the difficulties you've faced. Go ahead, allow them to flash before your eyes. Think of all of your most difficult struggles. Think of all the hard, horrible, traumatic things. Think of all the mistakes you've made. Go ahead. Think about it. I'll give you a moment. Yeah. You've been through a lot. You've been through so much. You don't need to keep beating yourself up. You tried your best. And you continue to improve. Or you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be listening to this self-help podcast. This podcast about empowerment. This podcast about rediscovering your power and your worth and your magic. You wouldn't be here if you weren't ready to heal and to forgive yourself and to forgive the others that made you feel less than the beautiful, incredible, divine being that you are. Or handsome if you're a guy, that's totally fine too. So, take a moment, put your hands on your heart. Unless you're driving, don't do that. If you're driving, just go ahead and breathe into your heart. Breathe into your heart. And for all of us that have hands and can place them on our hearts without endangering our own lives, just go ahead and take a moment. Put down that broom. Put down that dish. Just take one moment. Breathe into your heart. Love yourself. Appreciate your journey. You are strong. You are brave. Look at all that you've overcome. Look at all the love you've given to other people. Look at all those times that you sacrificed yourself for another. And all those times that you made a mistake because you were so trusting. You were so open. All those times that you gave and gave and gave till you had nothing left. Like the giving tree. It's time that you gave back to you. And so besides giving you a long lecture, besides trying to hype you up to remembering that you are living this life for you. You are living in your body. You are living to pursue your dreams. You are here on your mission of empowerment, your mission of love light. Besides all that, I'm going to go ahead and give you some ideas on what you can do to really treat yourself this Valentine's Day. For a little spiritual twist on Valentine's Day. Make yourself that twin flame soulmate connection that you deserve. Be the lover you deserve this Valentine's Day. Okay? You wake up that Valentine's morning and you're going to make yourself the most delectable, savory breakfast. If you can't cook, hey, that's what DoorDash and Grubhub, all those are for. Really treat yourself. Spare no expense. Really, truly. You know what I'm going to be eating on Valentine's Day morning? I'm going to be doing some chocolate dipped strawberries. I'm prepping them the night before. It's so easy. Just go get some fresh strawberries, like 2 or 3 days before Valentine's Day. Leave them out for a little bit so they aren't moist or wet. Just get some chocolate chips. Any kind of chocolate chips, whatever you prefer. White chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate. Any of them is fine. You're gonna heat up some water on the stove, boil it, pop a little. If you don't have a double boiler, which I'm assuming most of you don't, if you have a metal bowl that fits over the top of your saucepan, place the metal bowl over the top of your saucepan. If you have a heat-resistant bowl that fits over the top of your saucepan, put that there. And then you just put the chocolate in there. Over the boiling water. It has to be pre-boiling. And just stir the chocolate. And don't stop stirring or it's gonna kind of burn the bottom of your bowl. So just stir the chocolate until it's all melted There's no chunks in there. It should be smooth. You turn off the heat. You pop your strawberry in. You place it onto a plate or a tray with a little bit of parchment paper, and you pop it in your fridge. And ta-da, you got some chocolate-covered strawberries for the next morning. There's no better way of treating yourself, of honoring your beautiful, amazing, vibrant being, and give yourself that chocolate-covered strawberry as a breakfast. Go cut yourself some nice flowers if you have any growing. Currently where I live, all our flowers are not around. They're hiding because it's wintertime. But go to the store. Buy yourself some roses. There's a whole bunch. There's so many. You could even celebrate Valentine's Day the day after Valentine's Day and get a bunch of discount roses. It would be a great idea. Get some discount roses. You're going to give yourself those discount roses, a dozen roses. Cut their little stems, prep them the day before, pop them in a vase. Get them all set up right where you like to eat. Maybe go out on your porch or your patio. Go sit under that tree. Enjoy the morning with your chocolate-covered strawberries. Or maybe just cozy up in your favorite little robe. Those chocolate-covered strawberries and your roses. And you're going to give yourself a love bath. We're going to do a super special love bath, all right? This is going to increase your sense of appreciation for yourself. This is going to fill you with recognizing those qualities that maybe you struggle to see in yourself. It's going to give you new vitality and give you confidence so that you can go on out there and face the world and all their little paired up couples all around the place, all over the place with their Instagram stories. You can go on out there and know that your Valentine's Day was an authentic, true, loved Valentine's Day. Because you took the time to draw yourself that warm bath. You took those rose petals from those roses you went and bought. You go ahead and drizzle them into your bath. Grab yourself a bag of Epson salt. Just, dump 3 or 4 cups. If you want, just dump the whole bag. The cool thing about Epsom salt is when absorbed into your skin, it gives you super smooth skin, and it helps with detoxification and muscle relaxation. And it works on not just the psychological level of de-stressing you, but it also works with the nervous system and your muscular body with releasing muscle tension and pains. But you put enough Epsom salt in your bath and you will actually have a very buoyant bath where you can almost create a float tank level of buoyancy, and you can float in your bathtub. So you throw a whole bag of that Epsom salt. Make sure the water is warm enough to actually dissolve the Epsom salt. Make sure that you have some rosehip oil or water, rose water or rosehip oil. And make sure that you have the essential oils of rose geranium, sweet orange, vanilla, clove, and you can even do a cinnamon if you so desire. And I know that on a lot of blogs they recommend 20 drops. I do not recommend that many drops. As you hold the bottles of each one, I want you to set your intentions as follows. Rose geranium. You're going to hold the bottle and you're going to breathe into your heart, and you're going to breathe this affirmation, this intention from your heart into this bottle. I am worthy of love and appreciation and devotion. And you're going to drop 5 to 7 drops of that. Now, if it just comes out as a flow, that's totally fine. If it's having trouble coming out at all, that's okay too. The oil will give you what is needed, depending on where you are and what your energetic tolerance to it is. So just know that if it comes out in a burst, or it comes out, just a couple drops, and you can't get much more out of it, that's totally fine. Leave it at that. But if you can control the drops, 5 to 7 drops is good. Then, with the sweet orange, you're going to want to hold the bottle and once again breathe into your heart and set the intention that this oil is going to provide this affirmation, this intention for you. I am a sensual and vibrant being. I am full of life, and I have so much life to share. And you're going to go ahead and do about 10 drops of that. Now make sure that these are like professional quality oils. You can get some pretty reliable oils from like Whole Foods and Mountain Rose Company. I might not have their name like completely right, but they're really reliable. I personally use Sensible Life oils, like scents as in like sense of smell. The Sensible Life is my preferred brand. But just make sure that your oils are well made and not like highly toxic. With the next oil, the vanilla, either the vanilla extract or the vanilla essential oil, you're going to hold the bottle. You're going to set the intention and say the affirmation. I can connect with the sweetness of my life. I am connecting to the sweetness of my life. I am connecting to the sweetness of my soul. I am connected, and I am divine. And you're going to go ahead, and if you're using like vanilla extract, like 1 to 3 drops, really, you don't need more than that. And if it is the essential oil, you can do about 10 drops of that. But depending on how much, if you're an energy worker, all of these oils you need like 5 or less drops of, really. And the last one, clove, or if you want to add cinnamon, the affirmation is kind of the same. And it's, I am open to receiving more spice in my life. I'm open to reconnecting to the sense of excitement and adventure in rediscovering my beauty and grace. Or if you're a man, my strength and steadfastness. Okay? So go ahead and put, I'd say about 8 drops of that, of either of those, or both, into your bath. You should be smelling some great fragrances at this point. Stir it all up. If you have a crystal wand that is not made out of selenite or kyanite or tourmaline, like just a big old stick of quartz, you can use that to stir up your bath. If you don't have that, you can just go ahead and use your hand. I like to put a little bit of myself into my bath by either singing over my bath or playing some music and dancing before I get into the bath. You can even take this time to like add whatever you want, crystals to your bath or around your bathtub. Bring those chocolate covered strawberries into the bathroom, whatever it may be. But I do encourage you to do these practices. Write yourself a love poem. Take yourself out on a date. Make yourself some chocolate covered strawberries. Buy yourself some roses. Right? Whatever you can do to give yourself the best on this holiday, especially if you're alone. Especially if this holiday triggers you in some way, makes you feel resentful or frustrated or sad and depressed. This is a way to give back to yourself, to remind yourself that you are worth being loved and that you are a gift to this world. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. You wouldn't be here if you weren't meant to do something big, to help someone, to change someone's life, change your own life, to have this incredible story unfold. I mean, really, really bask in your own story and your character. What kind of movie would your life be without you? You're the hero. You deserve to be honored and celebrated on this day. You deserve to give yourself some love. I love you and I don't know you. But I can tell you I deeply, deeply love every single bit of you. All the good and all of your perceived bad. Because without those moments of weakness, without those mistakes, without that trauma and that pain and those wounds, you wouldn't be you. You wouldn't be you. And you are powerful and strong. And I can't wait to see what you do in this lifetime. What do you provide the next generation? What changes are you bringing to this world? I would love to see it. I want to know you. I know that you are an incredible person, and I love you just the way you are, and you deserve to love yourself that way too. And if you really think that I couldn't possibly feel that way if I actually knew you, hit me up. Email me, message me, find me on Instagram. I promise. There is no room for judgment. I could tell you tales that would turn your hair white. I love me and I love you and I love them. And this Valentine's Day is not about them. It's not about me. It's all about you, boo. So have an incredible Valentine You Day. All right? honor you, respect you. Build yourself up. Treat yourself like the queen or king that you are. Do it. Do it. All right? I love you guys so much. And I know, even though I'm not seeing those changes that you're making in your life, I know you're making so many changes. You're making waves. You guys keep working. Keep working on yourselves. Keep trying out some of those practices I shared and continue to share. Keep working on yourselves and exploring yourself, exploring what works for you. Play. This is a playground, a vast playground. All right? Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. I love you guys, and I'm so happy you guys joined me today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Valentine's Day. You, and you. All right? Thank you. Bye. Are you ready to ascend to the next level? This is Rainbow Raaja, your spirit guide calling. Please be sure to keep all arms and legs inside your vessel at all times. I'm just here to remind you to take some time today. Support Rainbow's Rising podcast. Go. Join the Discord community. Check out the Patreon. Get some stickers, custom tarot cards. Check out the merch. The merch. You know you want to. Go connect with Rainbow Raaja. Maybe even get a session. Who knows? Your support helps make this show possible. And she loves to support you. Help support her too. Once again, this is Rainbow Raaja, your spirit guide, guiding you to your ascension.